On to another part of Smash Cars. This time we're doing basically just this whole bunch of shit to do right now, like Hot Part 2. This one's just going to be, you know, go around, collect some shit in the swamp area this time. And we're doing it with the tornado, I believe, because as you can see, it has max speed. Well, almost at least. And has pretty good stun ability and, you know, pretty good acceleration. So that's what we'll be using because we'll need to be fast for this one. Especially in the swamp, considering the fact it's going to have some really dickish areas. And to be fair, it is a fairly big track, so we are going to have to search around a good bit to find these. There's a lot of places it can hide in, but there are only about like 20 places it can really be in. All we have to do is just find 12 out of 20, and we're fine. We can find them under this tree if we wanted to. We can find them under a lot of these trees, honestly. But the main thing is going to be the shortcut area from the swamp water bit. There are a few areas you have to go to for it. And the thing is, on every single run, because I've done a lot of runs of this, I have, at the very least, seen one box being across the middle half, like halfway through the swamp area, the logs and shit. So you do have to take the shortcut I've been using for races and such, in order to, you know, get that box. Because as far as I can tell, it's always there. So you have to go for that fucking shortcut. And it's annoying to go for because of that fucking log. So, yeah, I mean, I haven't found a moment where it's hiding behind that stump, but as you can see, it can hide behind the sides of both sides of that building. So we got 6 out of 12 right now, which is cool. It can be behind this little mound here, see? But yeah, that log there, we have to get across for it. But first, there is a crate right here. So just go across these eggs. And usually there would be a crate there. Not happening this time. However, there can be a crate also in between this area, which is not in right now. Now it's time to deal with the log. So we have to balance just right to get across from the middle area. And as you can see, it has always been right there. So we gotta get off, and then we have to grab that, back up a little bit, and then get back up on here, and then move on forward. And of course, I immediately fucked that up because I'm just not lucky. As far as I've found, this path kind of sucks, and also, there are no crates around this entire area, so no point in going around that long way. And the rest of these should be around the swamp house area here. There should be one right behind this, yeah, right behind that. There should be one around the wall there, like, you know, crossing that alligator. I'm getting shot again. Yeah, see? And there should be one pretty much on the bridge, and also behind this fence. So yeah, that's literally all the area, honestly. It's all the crates. There's a lot more areas for crates to be in, but ultimately, as you can tell, this is what it is right now. And it's not really fun, to be fair. It is kind of annoying to navigate this, especially with how this game controls and such. But really, it's once you know this shit, you can, you know, figure out what to do and all, and get through it fairly okay. So yeah, there you go. And now it's time for us to move on, because I believe that is the last hot pot. We got a Mark of Excellence out of there, and $600. Really rewarding. Now it is time for us to take care of a dark horse. We can go second in this one, luckily, but we need to choose a heavy ride, and that 4.4 is looking pretty good. But that is a 5, that's a 5.8. And that's a 6. But we need something with a bit of speed at least, as well as being strong. So I feel I'm going for the Beetle, because it's pretty much going to do what I need it to do with speed and such. but it's also heavy. It's also weighted well. And as soon as I get this booster going, we will go as fast as we can with booster. So, acceleration will be a huge problem, and top speed will be perfectly fine with where we are right now of that. We're going for Gold Rush, so obviously we're doing a long race as well. And this one sucks. This one legitimately sucks. It is not fun. It is not fair. It is gonna fuck you again and again and again. And I'm being honest here when I say this took me at least a good 20 minutes before I was able to actually do this. You can see why. Trying to hit these fucking pricks and knock them about and such, and, you know, get the Dark Horse over is really hard, because the AI this time are more aggressive. And not only that, but Dark Horse here is still the same. I don't think Dark Horse ever improves with the AI here as the game goes on. I think Dark Horse stays the same on how dumb his AI is. So unfortunately, we got a problem there. There is one good news, however, and that is the AI doesn't really go for shortcuts, except for like maybe 4th, 5th, and 6th place. But 1st and 2nd, the ones who work about the most, they're not a problem. However, there does come a problem when you get into 4th place, because that shortcut around the entire thing, 4th place usually likes to go for, and because of that, that's a fucking issue. As you can see, he goes by quite a bit far. So we have to go pretty far and knock him about a good bit until Dark Horse makes its way up to here. So yeah, as you can see, this is a very annoying thing. And also, we gotta knock him about while also... You see how long he took to fucking go around like this? As you can see, the AI is just going to be abysmal with the Dark Horse. It is deliberately going to be slow and shit. And everyone can easily catch this guy. It will not take that long for every single racer here, without you touching them at all, without you doing anything, to be, well, truly over a minute past the Dark Horse. Even Max Mad here, who is currently like, 10 seconds behind, and is going to be way behind by the end of this, without me doing anything, even he will get past Dark Horse in this race by over a minute. That is how shit Dark Horse is in this race. And that is how fucking much you need to piss the AI off and get in their way. Because if you're not constantly touching them, they will fucking zoom past you, and they will have no qualms going straight for the fucking jugular on Dark Horse. And remember, as you're knocking down a whole bunch of these guys in around this area, someone like Beeper is going to take the shortcut, and they're going to be like 5 seconds ahead from everyone else at that point. So, as soon as you knock down a good bit of those guys, you have to start racing your ass over to this prick and start knocking him about a good bit. Because he's now the problem. And he will start fucking rushing in. So yeah, this race sucks. This race does indeed suck. And it really does all come down to just the very factor of Dark Horse sucks. If Dark Horse did not suck, this would not be an issue. If the physics didn't suck, it wouldn't be an issue. But because of both of these, trying to save Dark Horse Sass and let him get the first is not easy. And I have had many a moment where we would get in the third lap and the AI would fuck me around a lot, while second place there quickly catches up so fast that he manages to get to Dark Horse and just zooms past him. And at that point, I have no choice but to restart because we're about halfway through the track at that point. And it was about to happen again here, but I didn't let the AI fuck me this time, so I was able to actually catch up to him and stop him. And now I gotta bang into him and do this a bunch for a good bit. Because as you can see, the other two are like 20 seconds behind. So it literally is just second and third place, and they're with me right now. So that shortcut is not a threat. As soon as, you know, they get here, they're going to be on par with where we're at right now. So we're going to be fine at lap 3. The only and huge issue is around that area, that ramp, that fucking bridge, I mean. Because they knock you off from that bridge and you fall down, you have to race yourself back up. And while that's going on, everyone has already zoomed into the fucking tunnel and they are gunning for Dark Horse while you're way back. And because of the physics, it's going to take you a while for you to get back here without getting fucked. So, yeah, like, there's a lot of things with this track that's going to screw you. And all the while, Dark Horse is going to fuck around. He's going to fuck around, it's going to be slow, and it's just going to be extremely annoying. However, he just finished lap 3, which means he is done. He's gone in first place. I don't have to get first. I can just get second. But I'm going to try and get first anyway because I'm that fucking stingy. And there you go. And with that, we have another win. So now we have $800 from that. Yes, 800. And we look at the Skull Tank, and we got a Mark of Excellence. What's the point of the Mark of Excellence? Why do we gain these? Why do we have now, I believe, 5 of these? Actually, it says 5 on the star now. You'll find out later. But right now, Radio Trophy. It's our last thing. We have to get the cup and then win the race. Now, this is a weird one. But first, Skull Tank is shit. This could have been useful for the last thing. But for this, no. We need fast. We need speed. So Tornado will do us some good. And I'm going to go ahead and upgrade. Let's see. Yeah, stability. I was thinking maybe go fast, but not stability. Because these tracks are going to be pain. But, yeah. What you're going to be seeing right now is Castle Bustle. It's a race in Castle Bustle. Now it says get the trophy cup and win the race. And it says first place, take cup. Now, throughout all of these races, there has been not a single reason for you to grab anything. This is a unique cup and a unique race type because you can't just get first. You might notice that on the top screen there is a cup blinking. There is a cup to grab in this track. So, what I'm going to be doing is on the last lap, I'm going to essentially grab the cup. And the reason it is last lap is because I don't know if I'm actually going to, you know, win, like be winning in the first 4 laps and such. I want to make sure my lead is sufficient before I go through and grab the cup. Because the cup does sort of act as an object. So you can easily fuck yourself that way. And you do not want to fuck yourself. Also, even though we played this as a stunt map, we did not do the racetrack area. And the racetrack is a fucking mess. I honestly do not like this as a racetrack. And you will find out just how fucking bad it is as a racetrack. There are so many bumps, so many hills, so much shit to memorize and deal with that going fast in this is horrible. But if you're not going fast, if you're not going optimal with this, you're gonna get fucked. But as I've been racing through and you saw me complete the first lap, you might have noticed that at some point you saw this big cup in like the area where the 500 point spot was in these stunts. What we have to do is we have to get up there and grab the cup and then win the race. This is why I want to make sure to focus on the race first with this shit before getting the cup. Because if I try to get the cup first, the AI will be well ahead of me and the AI will fuck me over. See that? That's the cup. We have to go and grab that. We already know how to get up there, but we will take care of that later on once I'm done winning the race. If you, by the way, win the race and did not get the cup, you will fail the entire event. So, you must have the cup before you hit the finish line. Also, that was a sick flip. That was a sick fucking barrel roll. I did not do that on purpose, but that was a sick fucking barrel roll. It does not happen often in this game because barrel rolls are just way too risky because of how this game controls. But that was so worth it. This is a successful run too. So we got a cool flip in the middle of this long and kind of fucking tedious race. And it's not even the most tedious for this track. You will see it again. And we will loathe it. We will loathe it a lot. We will end up learning to despise this track with all of our very being. We will end up looking at this track and being like, I never want to fucking play you again. You bring me so much misery, so much anger, that I wish you never existed. I wish you were never made. I wish whoever made this level is having a fucking bad time nowadays. Because what they made is evil. And evil should not be given something good. Because this track, when we see it again, oh, it's gonna be for something that a lot of people struggle with, and quite frankly, very little people have beaten. It is the worst race in the fucking game. It's not an exaggeration after all you've seen so far. It is legitimately the worst fucking thing I've ever bared my fucking eyes on in my life. I hate that fucking track for passion. Anyway, now we're actually grabbing that in the last lap, and as you can see, we now got just an item, and now we have it no longer blinking. We have the cup. Now, in case you're wondering, that person behind me is last place. But not only that, the cup cannot be taken from you. When you grab it, it's with you forever. The AI cannot knock it off of you. They can't steal it. They can't do shit. They never even really go for the cup, really. So, there's nothing, you know, worrisome about having the cup right now. Like, they can't do shit to you with this. When you have this, you're good to go. All it is now is a simple race. So really, all the item is just a short detour to get something, and then just going forward from there. Also, as you just saw there, that bridge is awkward and jank as fuck, and I hate it. And, yeah, it's 10 seconds lost. That is some of the reasons why I chose not to fucking grab the cup until this last lap. Because I will have so much time that I can waste time at that point. And there you go. And with that, we get over $1,000. In fact, for doing all of that crap, we got $1,250. We have the CCCP. the best car in the game. And we also get a message. Well done, champion. You proved your skills and overcame the Smash Cars Ultimate Challenge. Neither virtual money nor points can be a worthy reward for your greatness now. All the thing we can send to you is another portion of Smash Cars. Give you the secret next-gen concept RC jet car. We'll also give you some extra stages to prove your skills again, and it won't cost a thing, happy face. So yeah, we now have 4 remaining events, as you can see there. Another Dark Horse and some races, including the Ultra Race. Top of the RC Elite, money doesn't matter here, it's pure speed fun. So, no more hints left for the Smash Cars Master. It's the usual race, but with elite racers. Win this race to prove your great skill. We must get first, it's $1,000, and there's no stage fee. I believe all of these do not have a stage fee, so money is no longer a concern. We can now upgrade finally. And as you can see, this ride has no fucking upgrades, and also has the max amount of skins, because they're mainly just flags. But it has no upgrades because it already has the best stats. Sure, its stun ability ain't great. You shouldn't be using it for stunts anyway. But it has max acceleration and max speed. And with Area 51, with 5 laps, we are going to be racing against the hardest AI in the game. They are ruthless, they will be fast as hell, and they will kick your ass if you're not ready. But this will kick their asses. Because if you boost, because you got 99 boosts all the time, and you jump, you will now be able to fucking glide in the air. Your boost will now let you go over so much shit with ease. However, you also can't drift now. From now on, your turns are regular turns, which means you might end up turning wide a lot. And not only that, but you are very prone to getting knocked about. Even though your weight is the highest, 8 kilograms, it doesn't feel like 8 kilograms. It feels like you are the most lightweight motherfucker in the game. Because you can get flipped, knocked about, and fucked around so easily in this fucking car. And because of that, if you're driving, because of how floaty you are now, and if you get knocked, you are floating while in an angle. And you can't control your angle now. I can't angle myself that well anymore. I have to fucking stop if I am not straight ahead. And that's a problem. I can turn, but if I am not going straight when I'm in the air, if I'm knocked about and I'm going like at an angle or whatever, I have to stop and make sure I land, because otherwise I'm going to end up continuously moving in that direction I'm now forced in, and I cannot recorrect myself until I land. So yeah, any bumps here, any flips, any fucking hits, they will fuck me. And that will majority of the time mean that you are going to lose. Have you noticed how fucking fast the AI is right now? Have you noticed how far behind second place is? This is the fastest car in the game, and he is entirely up my ass the entire time. Hell, as you can see, third place is pretty much 20 seconds behind him. Second place at this point is the most threatening motherfucker in the entire game. If you do not fucking get your ass far ahead, he will not let up. And the thing is, second place is near perfect. if you use a regular car at this point, he is going to take every shortcut. He is going to be faster than every car. And he is going to fuck you. So what do? You use this car and you fly over everything. And oh boy, do you have to get used to this. Because the physics are the absolute worst with the CCCP. And yes, this is a communist car. Because it starts off essentially being communist. It has the fucking pickaxe moon symbol thing. It has that as its normal fucking look. So yeah. Anyway, smash your opponents off course. The dark horse is here again. We can use heavy car for this one, so no problem there. But we also got one more elite race, and then we have the final cup in the game. I now have all the upgrades, and we have pretty much everything we need. So next time, in the final Power Smash Cars, we are going to be beating this game 100%. So thanks for watching. I'll see you all next time when we get some more stars and we beat this game 100%. See you then.